Hi everyone. So the exam has come very close, and in this video I will talk about a very common confusion that lot of students are facing specifically related to COVID, and that is what is the difference between CORAD, CT severity score and CT value. So it's a short video specifically targeting about this common confusion. There are high chances that one question will be there in the exam targeting these words. So without wasting much of our time, let us talk about the difference between CORAD, CT severity score and CT value. Okay, so the first thing that we will talk about is CORAD. Now, as you are all aware that CORAD stands for COVID reporting and data system. COVID reporting and data system. First point that I want all of you to remember is that the CORAD does not tell you the severity of the COVID. CORAD is not a system that measures the severity of the disease. CORAD is a predictability. It is basically assessing the predictability whether the given changes in the CT scan points towards the a particular disease. In fact, all the systems that we talk about, BIRADS, CORADS, PIRADS, LIRADS, VIRADS, they all are about the predictability or the chances of having a particular disease in a particular imaging. So if I show you a CORAD, now this is a CORAD system. Now in this CORAD system, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. CORAD 1 means there is no abnormality in the CT scan. That means the CT that you have done is either normal or it's a non-infectious abnormality. If you see CORAD 2 as a score, that means that the possibility of having COVID-19 infection is very less. Why? Because you are seeing an abnormality which is pointing towards an infection other than COVID-19 infection. If it is CORAD 3, that means the chances of having COVID is indeterminate. That means you are seeing the findings which are indeterminate, which might be seen in COVID or can be seen in other diseases. Whereas CORAD 4 suggests the chances are high. The abnormalities are pointing towards COVID-19 infection. Whereas CORAD 5 means that it is almost sure shot that it is a COVID-19 infection on a CT scan. CORAD 6, if you see a report which says CORAD 6, that means this patient already has an RT-PCR proven COVID infection. Then the CT finding does not make much of a difference, and these are simply called as CORAD 6. Please remember, I am once again saying that the CORAD is not an indicator of severity. It's a predictor of chance of having COVID-19 in a particular disease, in a particular CT scan. Now, what are those changes that favors COVID and what are the changes that do not favor COVID-19 infection? Now, let's see those. So, if you see typical findings, these are considered as typical finding for COVID-19 infection, which include multifocal ground glass opacities, peripheral and basal distribution of the opacities, unsharp demarcation, associated vascular thickening, round, crazy paving pattern, ground glassing and consolidation, reverse halo and spider web. These are considered as typical finding which makes the probability of COVID as high or very high. Whereas there are certain findings which are considered as unlikely. The moment we see these findings, we try to put it as CORAD 2. That means the possibility of COVID is unlikely, which includes cavitations, tree bud pattern, mass, pleural thickening or pleural effusion. Whereas there are certain atypical findings where we say can be seen or may not be seen, which include central or peribronchovascular distribution, more apical distribution and lymphadenopathy. So please remember, this is CORAD. Now let us learn what is CT severity score. When we talk about CT severity score, again it is done on HRCT and it is to assess severity of the infection on a CT scan. Lot of guidelines have been given by different organizations. There are two common guidelines that are followed. In one case, we do score out of 25 and in the second case, we do score out of 40. It is to be noted that different hospitals, different radiologists have different preferences. However, the most commonly used is the one which is out of 25. However, there are different guidelines related to that. Another important point that I want you to know is that those scorings are quantitative, but these are not quantitative. These are semi-quantitative way to assess the severity. So let us understand what is the meaning of this score 25 or score out of 40. So in the score 25, we know that there are 5 lobes in the lung. Right lung has got 3 lobes and left lung has got 2 lobes. Each lobe is graded on the basis of involvement of that particular lobe. Okay. Now how it is done? 0% involvement, 0 to 5% involvement, 5 to 25% involvement, 25 to 50% involvement, 50 to 75% involvement, and more than 75% involvement. And the score is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means each lobe can have score from 0 to 5. So 5 into 5, that makes 25. So each lobe is graded individually and the score is calculated total out of 25. Any patient who has score less than 8 is considered to have the mild involvement. 8 to 17 is considered as moderate involvement and more than 17 is considered as a severe involvement. Now it is to be noted that this is related to the severity. However, there are a lot of flaws in this particular system. First of all, ground glassing and consolidation have not been differentiated. Second, it's an eyeballing. It's an eyeballing. Some of you might think that this is 50% involvement. Some radiologists might think it is 45% involvement, and that will change the score. Okay. So there is a lot of subjectivity. Consolidation and ground glassing has not been done. Then third is, if every lung has got, let's say, 4% involvement, and that will make a score of 5. And if one lobe is completely consolidated, that will also be score 5. So I mean, there are some flaws in this particular system, but this is a CT severity score, which is a semi-quantitative way to assess the severity. Now, what is this 40 score? Now, the 40 score is not on lobar distribution. The score of 40 is on segmental distribution. It is on segmental distribution. Now, this is supposed to be slightly more accurate in comparison to the score of 25 because it is going in more depth. Now, we know that as per radiology, we have got 10 segments on the right side and 8 segments on the left side. But for the calculation in this, 10 segments are also considered on the left side. So that means the apico-posterior segment is considered separately as apical as well as posterior, and a small component in the medial basal is also considered on the left side. So that means there are total 20 segments that are considered, and every segment is now distributed as 0, 1 and 2. 0 means no involvement, 1 means less than 50% involvement, and 2 means more than 50% involvement, and every segment is now given a score out of 0 to 2, and then that makes score out of 40. This is a CT severity score. So please remember, you can have a value 17 by 25 or you can have a value 32 out of 40. So please remember, this 17 is different, this 32 is different. This is CT severity score. CT severity score. Please remember, CORAD and CT severity score both are done in radiology, and most common investigation that is done is HRCT. Now, what is this third value? The third terminology is CT value. Now the name is CT, but that does not mean that it is linked with radiology. It has nothing to do with the radiology. It is cycle threshold value. It is cycle threshold value. Now, if I tell you the definition of a CT value is the number of cycles required for the fluorescent signal to cross a particular threshold. As we all know that the COVID virus is an RNA virus, and for RT-PCR it has to be first converted to DNA, and then multiple replications are done so that finally it becomes detectable on a sample. So cycle threshold is the number of cycles required by the time it will become detectable on a sample. Now this is in a very simple language that I am trying to tell you. So now the point to be noted is that means less are the number of cycles required, more is the amount of nucleic acid that is present in the sample. So this is the concept. Please remember that CT value is inversely related to the amount of nucleic acid that is present in the sample, and it is considered to be the marker that can tell you the infectivity. Please remember, not the severity of the disease. A lot of people have considered this as the severity. It has nothing to do with the severity. It is to be do with the viral load in the body. More is the viral load, more are the chances that you might infect it or transmit it to the other. Different guidelines have been given, but the standard value that is being followed is 35. Anybody who has got a CT value of less than 35 means a decent amount of viral load. The chances of transmitting it to the other person is high and considered to be potentially infective. Anybody who has got CT value of more than 35 means the amount of viral load, the nucleic acid in the body is not sufficient to infect it to the other. So this can be considered a time for ending the quarantine period. So the value that we will consider for the exam is 35. It is to be noted once again, I am emphasizing that CORAD is different, CT severity score is different, and CT value is different. CORAD tells the chances of having the COVID or predictability of the COVID, not the severity. CT severity score assess the severity of the changes on a CT scan, whereas CT value is done on your nasopharyngeal sample in RT-PCR. There are chances that you may see a question on this topic in the exam in the upcoming NEET PG. Wish you all the best for the exam.